So this morning I want to talk about intellectual property law and how it is a good idea, but I think it's being misused right now by the giants such as Google. Okay, so the purpose of copyright law is to protect writers, artists, creators of content, and to allow them to earn something from the work that they do. And in general, as a content provider, I'm absolutely in favor of that. But the way the copyright law used to work was that within 50 years of the death of the author, artist, creator, then the work of art would, or copyrighted piece, and then the public would be able to enjoy that free of charge, the same way that we enjoy old works such as the Bible and Beowulf and anything that is really ancient and was created a very long time ago. And I think that makes sense. I mean, I really do think it does. So here's what's been happening. And there was also a fair use exception, which meant you can quote something, a small portion, a snippet from a book or article without, and giving a proper attribution, but without paying for the right to use it. Okay, so what is Google now doing? If it notices, and it has software for the detection of music that it's familiar with, music that is copyrighted. If it detects a few notes of a song in your video, then it now takes all the revenue from that video and gives it to the copyright holder, which is usually a corporation and not an individual person. And in many cases, these are songs that were written a long time ago and should be out of copyright. And in many cases, so they're giving, you would say, well, okay, but the artist who's performing the work is still alive and it's still in copyright. Well, no, sometimes there's a very old work, the singer, the musicians, all of them have long since died, and it's been 50 years since they died. And so who is claiming this copyright? Some corporation that went to the trouble of maybe digitizing it. Okay, and I'm not saying that digitizing something is of no value at all, but here's what's happening. If I have an old reel-to-reel or an old film of my family enjoying their Christmas by, I mean, it shows Bo when he was a baby, shows Sword when she was 2.5 years old, and there's some Christmas music playing because it's Christmas, and even if it's very dim, they're going to take away all my revenue for my contribution to that video, and they're going to give it to some corporation that holds the copyright to something that was done a very long time, hasn't been around for a really long time, and I'm just listening to it because it's a tradition that we do that around Christmas time, and then I want to put up my film and I don't get any revenue from that. That seems wrong. What do you think?